Hello and welcome back to another one of Paul's beer reviews. I hope you're all doing well today. I have got a stout to review for you tonight. It's a big one. It's a 12.5% ABV American stout from my favourite brewery, Sierra Nevada, and it is from their Trip in the Woods range, which is their barrel-aged series that they do. As far as I'm aware, this is the first one they put into can, and it is a pecan pie stout. Imperial stout, so bourbon barrel aged. So yeah, pecan pie stout aged in bourbon barrels with vanilla bean and pecans in it. 12.5%. And yeah, so here's the Trip in the Woods. Normally their barrel aged series are exclusively bottled. They normally go in bottles a bit like this. I've got a barrel aged barley wine from them that I've yet to crack into, the cork bottle. So yeah, so they've gone into cans. This is a new one, and I'm very excited about this. Has it got any spiel on the can? A little bit, yeah. It says, when beer meets barrel, incredible things happen. The passage of time and the influence of wood combine to create a final product much greater than the sum of its individual parts. So, Trip in the Woods series is designed to highlight the complex interplay between beer and barrel. Each beer is matured in a wooden cask originally used to age and mellow spirits, and the time in slumber creates rich and layered flavours unique to this difficult and hands-on process. Yeah. So this one I bought from the Sierra Nevada UK store, and yeah, I've had it on the windowsill because it's been a little bit fresh the last couple of days. So it's slightly chillier than room temperature, but not cold. So this is an American pint. I'm going to get it all into the glass there. Look at that. Oh, the aromas I'm getting off of this are quite substantial already. There it is. That is jet black. Jet black. I've got a ring light on me and I'm getting no red bleeding through that whatsoever. 12.5% stout, so I'm not expecting this head to hang around. There's quite a bit of a sort of a carbonation hiss on that at the moment, so I do feel like this head is going to dissipate out. It certainly looks like it's doing it. That's definitely thinning, but that is a tanned, sort of quite strong coffee coloured head. Yeah, let's get to, I'm getting booze, I'm getting bourbon, I'm getting nutty aromas from here. I haven't even stuck my nose in properly. Let's get a proper snout on with this one. Goodness me. It's been aged in bourbon barrels, but I'm getting like a strong rum aroma on this. It's like boozy chocolate, caramel, roasted peanuts, sort of a touch of peanut butter, bit of cherry. Goodness, I mean, it's a crazy complex aroma. Can't believe the carbonation on it. It's fizzing away like a madman. I mean, this is a slightly nucleated glass, but not a lot. It smells like rum truffles. That's what it reminds me of. You ever had them little chocolate balls, little truffles that are normally coated in like chocolate flavoured hundreds of thousands of little crispy things? And they pack a little bit of rum in with the chocolate truffle. That's what it smells like, chocolate truffles. Chocolate rum truffles. That is the main aroma I'm getting. Like I say, a bit of cherry, sort of roastiness, a bit of coffee. It smells incredible. Let's get stuck in. Cheers. I was going to swear. I won't swear. Sometimes the swear word is just one of the best ways to kind of describe your first mouthful or something something extraordinary. It was really tempting to do. That is exceptional. Oh my God, it's still lingering. The flavours, there's dark chocolate, there's coffee notes, there's bourbon, there's oaky notes, there's a prolonged sort of bourbon warmth at the back of my palate now, in my throat. That is exceptional. And all the while, there is a light body which makes it very drinkable. I took quite a considerable swig there, and I wasn't expecting to do that. Sometimes beers can be a little bit heavy, a little bit thick, almost gloopy, and it kind of stops you from taking a big swig. I went in and I just wanted to drink more of it. What greeted my palate was a subtle sweetness, roastiness. I'm going in again. Off the bat, it's dark chocolate. There is like a cherry sweetness. Big, roasty, nutty flavours. It's again, it really reminds me of those rum chocolate ball things. Chocolate truffles. And then the finish is pure booze. Pure booze. Unmistakable bourbon. So much character from the barrel in this beer. This is a proper barrel-aged beer. This is what a bourbon barrel-aged beer should taste like. There should be unmistakable characteristics from the barrel. You should be able to taste whiskey. And it should marry beautifully with the malts. It's not for the faint-hearted, the faint-hearted, this one. It's a bit of a beast. I'm not going to lie. It's got a proper prolonged boozy finish. But that just finishes it off beautifully. It's light-bodied, rich, chocolatey, dark coffee, fruity, cherry, sort of dark fruit flavours. And then that becomes more roasty as it gets to the back of the palate, which then turns into oak and bourbon and booze and heat and strength. And it's, despite the finish, which is prolonged, it's still balanced. It is a beautifully made beer, but you are very much aware that you are drinking a 12.5% bourbon barrel aged stout, which is exactly what I paid for, exactly what you want. I think this can was £6. It might have been £6.50, something like that. I bought a couple of them, and that's worth every penny. That is a £6.50 beer all day long. There's no getting away from that. I've had beers only slightly cheaper than that from supermarkets recently that couldn't get anywhere near this. Not even anywhere on a whole other. This beer's on a whole other level to those. I had a Vault City gingerbread imperial stout that was available in Tesco. Pathetic beer in comparison to this. I had an 8.4% sort of peanut butter stout from Northern Monk that was in a supermarket. Again, it was just bad in comparison to something like this. Oh, goodness me. I can't think of the last time that I had a bourbon barrel aged beer that tasted so bourbon strong. It almost feels like you're doing a shot. It feels like someone's chucked a little bit of whiskey in it. Honestly, that's what it feels like to me. Once you get past the rich malty characteristics, the sweetness, the roastiness, there is a strong whiskey flavour. And I feel like someone could have dropped like a shot of whiskey in that, and I just can't see it through the darkness of the beer. That's what it tastes like. It tastes like someone's dropped a shot of bourbon in there. And with every mouthful, I'm getting a lump of it. And if you don't like your bourbon, you are not going to like this beer. And I can't remember the last time I said that. A lot of beers claim to be aged in bourbon barrels. And sometimes you don't quite get that bourbon characteristic, but it is in this one with abundance. It is a proper whiskey, strong, oaky, intense, complex, but absolutely delicious stout from Sierra Nevada. They don't mess about. They do not mess about, these guys. Yeah, that is quite the experience. That is quite the experience. I think I'm going to enjoy the rest of this in peace rather than you having to listen to me waffle on. If there's still some available, I really, really recommend it. It's the sort of beer you should sit and relax with and contemplate life. This is about as good as it gets in terms of bourbon barrel aged stouts. This is quite extraordinary. And yeah, like I say, normally things like this are reserved for bottlings from Sierra Nevada, but they've whacked this one in a can, and it is it's a beast. It's an absolute beast. And Chris, my buddy Chris's beer reviews, when he talks about beers like this, he always says he feels like he's come over quite calm and relaxed, and that's kind of what I'm feeling now. I'm feeling quite lethargic now. I've had a few mouthfuls of it. It might just be the booze trying to send me to sleep. But that is an extraordinary piece of brewing. Sierra Nevada, Trip in the Woods, the Barrel Aged series, the Pecan Pie, Bourbon Barrel Aged Stout. That is glorious. Absolutely glorious. It's a 10 out of 10. Of course it is. Sierra Nevada. Wonderful beer. Go on Sierra Nevada shop UK, whatever the website is. See if you can get yourself one of these. It's definitely worth the money. That is for sure. I hope you've enjoyed this review. Give it a thumbs up if you did. I do appreciate it. Until my next one, take care.